Hi everyone, I'm Claudia from Team Piki, a skincare app and a skin-loving community. And we're focused on providing you the science behind your skincare so that you can find and discover what's best for your skin. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about Maskne. So as you guys might have already know, the world has changed so much over the last year. And suddenly wearing a mask became a norm. Although this mask wearing habit is necessary for our health, it has ultimately led to some consequences on our skin. In the form of breakouts and irritations we usually know as Maskne, or that's a shorter term for mask acne. So if you're curious to learn more about what Maskne really is and how to handle it, don't forget to watch this video until the very end. First, let's talk about what causes Maskne. So first and foremost, we should remember that mask is a very effective way to prevent the spread of the virus because it traps the air and droplets that come out of our mouth and nose as we breathe and also talk. However, unfortunately, this trapped air and also trapped moisture inside our mask is also a very ideal kind of environment for the P. acne, which is the acne-causing bacteria, to grow. Moreover, this trapped air and also moisture leads to excessive productions of sebum as well as sweat. And that's why, along with the trapped dirt and also dead skin cells as well as bacteria, it causes the flare-ups of acne. Another possible causes of mask acne is friction. As we talk and also we move, the mask rubs against our skin. It causes even further irritations and also impaired skin barrier. And that's why all these factors sums up all together are leading to the increased probability of acne to form under your mask. So we gathered a few tips from our experts on how to handle Maskne. First, we have tips from Dr. Jenny, a board-certified dermatologist that you can find on her Instagram as @dermtalk. So she believes that less is always more in terms of using an acne-fighting ingredients when you are having Maskne. She did mention that the extra humidity as well as the continuous friction from wearing a mask can compromise the skin barrier even further, leading to irritations as well as breakouts. So her top tips are, first, to use moisturizer. So moisturizer is very essential, especially to minimize the chance of irritations on our skin. I highly suggest you guys to put more focus on putting moisturizer, especially around the area of contact between your mask and your skin. And then the next tip would be to avoid physical exfoliators and use a chemical exfoliators instead. And last tips from Dr. Jenny is to use sunscreen daily. And yeah, I can totally agree with all her tips. So moisturizers, chemical exfoliators rather than physical exfoliators, and then sunscreen. And we'll move on to the next tips from the Derma Mama PH, a board-certified dermatologist who we also know as Dr. Jarish. Her tips are, first, to wash your face properly after wearing a mask, but not to forget, don't overwash your skin. And the next tips from Dr. Jarish is to have a rest period for 15 minutes. So if you're using your mask for an extended period of time, give a 15 minutes rest for your skin and use that rest minute time to gently wipe off that excess dirt and also sweat using facial wipes. And lastly, try to wear only light makeup or even better, no makeup at all. Such a great tips from Dr. Jarish, right? Let's move on to our next expert tips, which is from Dr. Pepe, or we also know as @Dermatology Demystified on Instagram. So her number one tips is to not to experiment too much with your skincare products during this time. And next, after we are talking about tips from our experts, we're going to talk about the masks that are best for our skin. So there are so many types of masks out there, from the fabric one, the disposable one, as well as the silk one. So which one to choose? So our experts have mentioned that if you've been experiencing a lot of maskne, a disposable one would be the best options. But we know it's not the best option for the environment, so if you decide to use the reusable masks, remember to switch them out daily, washing them regularly, and stick to a cotton-based materials. Now let's move on to the nerdy skincare part. We'll talk about the ingredients that are great for maskne. So first, Dr. Jenny recommends benzoyl peroxide as well as adapalene. So she personally likes to use the benzoyl peroxide cleanser because it is less sensitizing but at the same time still effective. And when it is combined together with the adapalene, it has that synergistic acne fighting effect. And she also did mention that using a salicylic acid as a spot treatment can be really helpful. Dr. Jenny's pick is the CeraVe Acne Foam Cleanser with 4% benzoyl peroxide. And she got us an extra tips on how to use these products. So use it nightly and then leave it on for 4 to 5 minutes before rinsing it off. And then follow it up with an adapalene 0.1% gel and moisturizer. And some of the adapalene recommended by Dr. Jenny are Roche-Posay Cicaplast B5 Balm and Avene Cicalfate Cream. And from Dr. Jerry, she recommends us to use any skincare product with Centella asiatica in it. Because we all know that Centella asiatica is a really well-known plant extract that can help relieve any irritation, skin redness, as well as strengthening our skin barrier. And from Dr. Pepe, she recommends us to keep our skin barrier at its peak. She suggests us to use a good blend of moisturizer with a perfect blend of humectants, occlusive, as well as emollients. Having them infused with extra soothing and skin barrier repairing ingredients such as niacinamide, Centella asiatica, panthenol, or allantoin can also be a great option. One of Dr. Pepe's pick is the Avene Cicalfate. She recommends us to use it every night and then top it off with a soothing and also barrier protecting moisturizer. And for those with worsening comedons, she recommends to try the CeraVe Salicylic Acid Smoothing Cleanser. And now I will talk a little bit about my own personal favorite ingredients and also products that has really helped me to deal with my maskne. This cleanser is very gentle, it is non-stripping and doesn't cause any uncomfortable drying sensations after we wash our face. And my next favorite product, you guys might have already know, is the Keep Cool Soothe Toner. So this toner is enriched with bamboo water as well as polyglutamic acid, so it can not only help soothe down the irritation but can also increase the hydration on our skin. And then the next one is the Krave Beauty Grade Barrier Relief. It's an all-time favorite of mine. It has always helped me to calm down any sensitized skin, irritations, and redness. It has helped my skin tremendously, especially during this pandemic situation where I've been occasionally dealing with breakouts. And lastly, of course, sunscreen. We know how important a sunscreen is on everyone's skincare routine, right? So what's your favorite sunscreen? Please let us know and write it down right here on the comment section, or you can also write a review on our Piki app. So yeah, that's all for today's video. We have covered a lot on the topic of maskne. And if you want to know more about the science behind your skincare, don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well as download the app. I will link them all on the description box. And lastly, to support us, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date to all things picky. And of course, lastly, stay picky because your skin deserves it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and hope to see you guys next time on our next video. Bye guys!